Good evening and a very warm, very virtual welcome to Edinburgh's glorious Summer Hall for 2020's Scottish Album of the Year Award. I'm Nicola Meighan.
And I'm Galloway, and it is great to be here in Edinburgh, my hometown, for this landmark 9th celebration of outstanding Scottish albums. Now, this year's ceremony takes a very different form to that of the traditional event. In line with government guidelines and with audience and artist safety at the forefront, the SAY Award took the decision to move 2020's events online. You can join in the conversation using hashtag SAY Award on social media, and make sure to tag us at SAY Award too as we run through tonight's show.
Having launched back in 2012, the SAY Award is Scotland's National Music Prize. It celebrates the incredible strength and diversity of Scotland's recorded output every year. The SAY Award offers an incredible £20,000 prize for the winner, 9 runner-up prizes of £1,000 each, and a design commission which highlights the enduring links between music, art and design in Scotland. It's respected by artists, valued by industry, and it's responsible for a surge in musical discovery and impassioned debate online and social media. Following tonight's ceremony, the SAY Award will have distributed over £250,000 in prize money, and it's championed 180 long-listed albums over our 9 previous campaigns. We are hugely proud of the award's continual impact, illuminating Scotland's music scene with the ambition, the passion and the commitment that it so richly deserves.
And never has that commitment been more needed than now. 2020 has presented significant wide-scale challenges for Scotland's music community. The impact of COVID-19, as well as government measures put in place to help limit the spread, has meant significant disruption to musical activity, with the live music sector shutting down completely. Whilst all of us want to do everything we can to suppress the virus, many artists, industry professionals and music businesses, including grassroots music venues, festivals, promoters, production suppliers, agents and crew, have been unable to work or generate income since March, with no sign of when things will return to any kind of normality. While the Scottish Government, through Creative Scotland, has provided some emergency funding for venues and hardship funding for some artists, music businesses and freelancers, it's not enough if they remain unable to operate. Without further targeted support, our industry faces a severe and catastrophic loss of jobs and skills, which would do long-term damage to music and culture for decades to come.
Campaigns including hashtag Let the Music Play, hashtag Save Our Venues and hashtag We Make Events have been doing vital work to highlight the scale of the challenges and just how essential it is that additional support is given, particularly to those whose income is dependent on the live sector. There's going to be a bit more information on each of these campaigns later on in tonight's show, and we wholeheartedly encourage you to support them. There are no easy answers just now, and as the situation continues, Scotland's music industry remains at significant risk, not least because of its strong reliance on people coming together to create or experience music, as well as the high level of self-employment. So tonight's virtual ceremony comes with a key message, which is this: now more than ever, it is crucial that we all celebrate music in every and any way we can. We need to champion its visibility, highlight its life-changing value, and promote as many opportunities as possible. In the absence of live events, we're delighted to connect with you all remotely this year as we come together to sing the praises of each of the 10 incredible albums making up this year's shortlist.
You can read more about each of the shortlisted albums in this year's digital event programme, available at sayaward.com. And we'll celebrate each in turn as we get closer to revealing the winner of this year's Scottish Album of the Year Award. There will also be some fantastic live performances, and we're delighted to have 4 of Scotland's most exciting emerging artists showcasing tonight. Again, you can find out more about tonight's performers in the digital event programme at sayaward.com. Some very quick housekeeping before we get going. There's a few 5-minute breaks built into tonight's show. This will give you time to grab a drink, run to the toilet, or engage in the conversation online using hashtag SayAward and tagging us at SayAward. On behalf of the Scottish Music Industry Association, we'd like to say a huge thank you to our host city, Edinburgh, and to our partners, the City of Edinburgh Council. To welcome you all to Edinburgh, here's a short video from Councillor Ellie Bird, Young People's Champion at the City of Edinburgh Council.
Hello. I'm really grateful this evening to have the opportunity to welcome you all to the 2020 Scottish Album of the Year Awards. We are delighted to be bringing this event in partnership with the SMIA to the capital, albeit this year in a very different format. Clearly, the pandemic has presented us all with challenges we never thought we would face, and the music industry is no different. But I've been so heartened to see the engagement with the vibrancy and the energy of Scotland's young people by the Scottish Album of the Year Awards this year and every year. Live music is so important to Edinburgh. It is central to our cultural scene, and we are so lucky to host a wealth of live music venues that we miss very much. But I know that tonight, this important date in Scotland's cultural calendar, will work to lift our spirits and show us that this will continue into the future. So with that, all there is left for me to say is a massive congratulations to all the shortlisted artists and the very best of luck to you all. And thank you to everybody for coming.
Thanks very much, Ellie. We are delighted to be in Edinburgh again this year, albeit with you, our audience, attending virtually. But here's hoping we can all get together in person soon. We have heard so many awesome, diverse and incredible Scottish albums since the SAY Award launched in 2012, not least those from past winners Bill Wells and Aidan Moffat, R.M. Hubbard, Young Fathers, Catherine Joseph, Anna Meredith, Sacred Paws, Young Fathers again, and last year's winner Auntie Flo, who lifted 2019's prize for the terrific Radio High Life.
Focusing on artistic merit rather than sales history, genre or record label affiliation, the SAY Award offers a bold, unifying platform where Scotland's most outstanding albums across all genres can be celebrated, discovered and championed. Submissions for this year's award were open from the 1st to the 31st of July at sayaward.com, and a total of 362 eligible albums were submitted by artists, industry professionals and music fans, the highest number of submissions in the award's history. It was then over to 100 impartial music industry nominators, chosen from sectors including journalism, broadcast and radio, music retail and live music venues, who considered the titles from the SAY Awards eligible albums list and whittled this year's 362 submissions down to a long list of 20 outstanding Scottish albums.
This diverse and gender-balanced group of nominators included specialists across the musical spectrum, including jazz, hip-hop, classical, electronic and traditional folk, as well as key influencers from elsewhere in the arts. Each nominator was tasked with picking their 5 favourite eligible albums in order of preference, with points then assigned to each choice. Once all 100 nominators had submitted their choices, the 20 highest scoring eligible albums made up the SAY Award longlist for 2020.
As always, music fans were first to know the 20 outstanding Scottish albums that made up this year's long list. Nicola and I were delighted to make the exclusive reveal at what was a highly adapted version of this year's Live at the Long List. Traditionally a ticketed live music event, this year's Live at the Long List took the form of a programme broadcast as a YouTube premiere. Filmed at both Summerhall and 54 EP in Edinburgh, Live at the Long List saw viewers treated to performances from incredible previous SAY Award nominees, Free Love and Canaris Quintet, as well as from 2017 SAY Award winners, Sacred Paws.
The long list was then whittled down to a short list of just 10 albums. The SAY Award public vote gave music fans the chance to have their say, with the elected winner guaranteed a spot in the coveted shortlist, as well as a minimum prize of £1,000. The 9 other shortlisted albums were then chosen by this year's 11-strong judging panel. You can find out more about each of them in the digital event programme on sayaward.com, and they'll also be making some appearances throughout tonight's programme too. This year's panel includes 3 international judges, which is a first in the history of the SAY Award. At a time where a lot of our music and culture is being confined in so many ways, the SAY Award was delighted to use this year's campaign as a way to keep Scottish music at the forefront of the international conversation and to build on vital international links with industry colleagues.
Now, it is time to present the first of our live acts of the evening. Speaking to both memories of the past and hopes for the future, Glasgow-based songwriter Zoe Graham is set to announce her arrival as a truly exciting new Scottish artist, following the release of her EP Gradual Move last month. Still only 22 years old, the musician has developed a knack for refining universal emotions into well-crafted and intelligent pop that wears its heavy heart on its sleeve. Please give a very warm virtual welcome to Zoe Graham.
Shed a tear as the wood's cut down. I keep a slice. Green tint in the woodchuck grain, it satisfies. Dark days, they will come and go, and then they intertwine. But I live in the ashes of old times. Willie jumper, crimson cut, synthetic lies. New nest in the twigs picked from a different pine. Oh my, this place is critically nice, but it's not the same old 99. Everything changes, everything changes. And no, it's not sudden, it's just a gradual move. Ain't it funny how you're moving away? It's funny how our separate lives move in the same direction. I'm gone, I live alone, and there's a dog that's dying back home. Oh God, she's gone. The ties to my adolescence shortening. I'm just so fucking happy that there's a few remaining. Everything changes, everything changes. No, it's not sudden, it's just a gradual move. Everything changes, everything changes. No, it's not sudden, it's just a gradual move. No, it's just a gradual move. No, I'm not stubborn at all, I mean it. I hate the change of the seasons. No, I'm not stubborn at all, I mean it. I hate the change of the seasons. No, I'm not stubborn at all, I mean it. No, I'm not stubborn at all. Yeah. No, I'm not stubborn if I feel it falling. Color green in the highest dose. Mind over matter, it means nothing no more. And I'm so sorry. What I put you through is a misery. Pardon me if I can't make believe. The real world takes a toll on me, on me. I should know by now. I should know by now. I'm feeling out of control again. Everything is fine if you want it to be. Weave the stories of yes and no. Willow pigments across urban journeys. And I'm so sorry. What I put you through is a misery. Pardon me if I can't make believe. The real world takes a toll on me, on me. I should know by now. 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 I swallow the ignorance in my heart, but it won't go down too easy. Solace of you sets us apart. For the most part, it's too hard. I know I put myself in the trap. No, I put myself in the trap. I should know by now. I should know by now. I should know by now, but I keep going back on myself again. I should know by now. I should know by now, but I keep going back on myself again. I should know by now. I should know by now, but I keep going back on myself again. I should know by now. I should know by now, but I keep going back on myself again. I should know by now. 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 I should know by now.
Hello. Thanks for listening. My name's Zoe. This is going to be my last song. Thanks for the SAY Awards for having me. This has been the first time I've been up on a stage since January, like a lot of musicians. So it's really nice to be back, even if it is just for 15 minutes. But yeah, all of these songs are off of my new EP called Gradual Move, which you can buy on 10-inch gold vinyl, if that's what you're into. And yeah, thanks for listening. Take care, stay safe.
stops me in my tracks again. I don't realize the ignorance. Judas, you're not alone, I am with you. Judas, you're not alone. I could feel it in the callus of my fingers. The honest truth, it was so sharp. God bless this mess, it turned out to be a heaven sent. God bless this mess, yes. I said it in my sleep, babe, and I hope you didn't hear it. I said it in my sleep. I said it in my sleep, babe, and I hope you didn't hear it. I said it in my sleep. If I could offer any good advice, keep your mouth shut before you close your eyes. Only then you go to sleep and wake at sunrise. Too hard to hide, too hard to hide. I said it in my sleep, babe, and I hope you didn't hear it. I said it in my sleep. I said it in my sleep, babe, and I hope you didn't hear it. I said it in my sleep. Come queen, come queen, come queen, don't you know you gotta come queen, come queen, come queen, no, now you never get over it, no, you'll never get over it, no, now you never get over it, no, you'll never get over it, no, now you never get over it, no, you'll never get over it, no, now you never get over it, no, you'll never get over it, no, now you never get. Thank you.
Awesome stuff there from the fantastic Zoe Graham. You can follow Zoe on social media and explore more of her music at I Am Zoe Graham. Now we're going to take our first 5-minute break, so charge your glasses and this year maybe even charge your laptops, and we would love you to join in the conversation online. You can use the hashtag SAY Award and you can tag us at SAY Award as well. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's show, as well as which album you think deserves the coveted title of Scottish Album of the Year, as well as the £20,000 first prize. See you in 5 minutes.
Hello and welcome back to the Scottish Album of the Year Awards. Now it's time to turn our attention to this year's nominees. With our diverse long list of 20 now whittled down to a short list of 10, we're here to celebrate each of those exceptional albums. As usual, we've got more great live music on the way too, thanks to Kapil Seshasayee, Happy Spendy and VLURE.
Now, before we delve into all of this great music and celebrate our 10 shortlisted albums, let's take a moment to thank the organisations who make the SAY Award possible. The SAY Award is the brainchild of the Scottish Music Industry Association, who develop and produce the award each year and who work day and night to represent Scotland's music industry.
Creative Scotland, who have been fundamental in supporting the award since it launched in 2012 and who enable both people and organisations to work in and experience the arts, screen and creative industries in Scotland.
The City of Edinburgh Council, who we're thrilled to be working with again this year and who've worked with us to shine a light on Edinburgh throughout 2020's digital campaign. To your hometown, Vic, to Edinburgh.
YouTube Music, a partner of the SAY Award for a second year. Thank you for your key support of Scottish music and Scotland's music industry at this crucial time.
Edinburgh-based distillery Sweet Dram, again a partner for a second year. They create new cutting-edge spirits driven by an inherent demand for quality. Slange. 54
EP, the social enterprise, live music venue and host venue for part of this year's Live at the Long List show. Thank you very much to Daniel, Andrew, Rowan and the team.
Arts and Business Scotland, an independent Scottish charity who supported the SAY Award this year via the Culture and Business Fund. Thank you very much to them.
Music licensing organisation PPL, as their partnership with the award enters its 7th consecutive year. Thank you, PPL, for your continued support of the SAY Award and so many outstanding Scottish albums.
Ticketmaster, another long-term partner of the award, who are the global and local market leader in live event ticketing. Huge thanks for the ongoing support.
Summer Hall, whose year-round music programme Nothing Ever Happens Here has become one of the best places to see live music in Edinburgh. We wait patiently for its return. Thank you so much, Rowan, Amber, Brian, Dave, Jamie and the whole Summer Hall team for hosting 2020's ceremony at this lovely venue.
To our media partners, BBC Radio Scotland, The Skinny and The List, thank you for your continued support in championing outstanding Scottish music through our campaigns. It is hugely appreciated.
To our charity partner, Music Declares Emergency, thank you for all your incredible work you continue to do in driving an industry-wide response to the climate emergency. There's no music on a dead planet, and we all need to act now to work towards making our businesses ecologically sustainable and regenerative. We'll hear more about Music Declares Emergency shortly.
We'd also like to extend our gratitude to this year's SAY Awards Supporters Network, which includes a range of organisations who work with us to bring brilliant Scottish music to new audiences. To our friends in music retail from across the country, a massive thanks to you for supporting and championing this year's 20 long-listed albums. And finally, we'd like to extend a massive thank you to everybody who's engaged with this year's campaign and who's explored the fantastic albums that it's celebrated. Music fans and our musical community is what the SAY Award is all about, and that has never been truer than it is this year. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the passion, the value and the diversity of Scotland's musical landscape at this crucial time for our industry.
Now, each year the SAY Award works with a music-related charity to help drive their mission throughout our 4-month campaign. This year's charity partner is an incredible organisation, Music Declares Emergency, which is a group of artists, music industry professionals and organisations that stand together to declare a climate and ecological emergency and who call for an immediate governmental response to protect all life on Earth. Music Declares Emergency believes in the power of music to promote the cultural change needed to create a better future. Music, musicians and music businesses, through their unique cultural and economic power, can lead the way in demanding the systemic changes required to secure all life on Earth. Here's a short video showing a bit more about why Music Declares Emergency undertakes the vital work they do.
Hi everyone, I'm Faye Milton from Music Declares Emergency.
And I'm Maddie Reid-Clark. Thanks so much to the Scottish Album of the Year Awards for nominating us as their chosen charity partner this year.
Music Declares Emergency is a music industry and activist-led group creating a bridge between the music industry and the climate movement. Our declaration is demanding that governments act immediately on climate and aiming for net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. We also want to address the global injustice that has led to this climate emergency in the first place. Our aims, in a nutshell, are to create a green music industry, make it easier for artists to speak out on climate issues and take this message to the mainstream.
Our declaration has widespread support from the music industry, including Universal, Sony Music, Warner, as well as loads of important indie labels. Artists supporting us include Radiohead, Billie Eilish, Annie Lennox, Foles, Shabaka Hutchins, Idols, Jarvis Cocker, the list goes on and on. And of course we have loads of amazing grassroots musicians supporting us as well. With over 3,000 signees, it would be excessive to mention everyone, but you can take a look at our website if you like at www.musicdeclares.net.
We're really excited to announce the launch of our No Music on a Dead Planet campaign, which kicks off next week with the sale of this excellent ultra-sustainable t-shirt range. So you can spread the message about climate emergency every single day.
The t-shirt campaign is going to be widely supported by loads of amazing musicians and artists. So if you'd like to support Music Declares Emergency as the official SAY charity partner this year, please do go and buy the t-shirt. They're only 20 quid and they're available at musicdeclares.tmill.com, and tmill is spelled TEEMILL.com.
When you have your t-shirt, you can share a picture of yourself with @MusicDeclares on Instagram and Twitter and tell us why you think the government needs to act urgently on climate change. And don't forget to add the No Music on a Dead Planet hashtag.
Using the incredible power of music and with help from people like you, we intend to take this message across the globe because there really is no music on a dead planet. So thanks for listening and good luck to all the incredibly talented shortlisted artists. It's going to be a tricky choice, I know that. Thanks a lot, bye.
Good luck everyone, bye-bye.
Such a crucial and important mission. Thank you to the Music Declares Emergency team for driving such an inspiring industry response to the climate emergency. We're delighted to be working with you this year. As mentioned in the video, the charity has also just launched a fab range of eco-friendly t-shirts which feature their core powerful message: no music on a dead planet. This weekend there's free postage on all orders, so get yours in now by heading to musicdeclares.tmill.com. Get a t-shirt.
Now, before we have some more live music and celebrate the first 5 of our shortlisted albums, it's time to take a closer look at the prizes this year's nominees will be coming up on stage to collect. From our very first ceremony back in 2012, the SAY Award has highlighted the enduring links between music, art and design in a country overflowing with talent. This year's SAY Design Commission has been delivered in partnership with Edinburgh-based design curators Local Heroes.
Local Heroes commissioned designer, architect and musician Rekha Barry to create this year's bespoke prizes. Rekha picked up a £1,000 commission fee along with her materials budget. Our love for object design stems from her experience in model making and casting at art school, and that's something she's been refining further over recent years. Each of the 10 shortlisted artists will receive a bespoke trophy designed by Rekha. And she's created a simple monolithic design. It is gorgeous and it's both functional and sculptural. From flip books and ceramic bells to concrete totems and 3D printed plates, the SAY Award can now welcome marbled Jesmonite arches into its eclectic fold. Let's hear from both Rekha and Stacey in this short film.
I think it'd be really nice to hear you discuss a little bit in your own words how you came up with the concept for Triumph.
Yeah, so as an architect, I'm always thinking about buildings and how I might utilize like my knowledge of like architectural history and like just architects in general. So my first thought was how an artist might feel if they were nominated for the award, and obviously that would be like an elation and it should be a celebration of that artist's achievements. So I thought of a triumphal arch, you know, they're found across the world. You've got some Like you've got the ones in Paris and in India and London, and I thought if we could do a modern interpretation of that, it would be a celebration of the musicians' hard work this year.
Yeah, and you find arches all over Edinburgh too. Was Edinburgh being the host city part of the concept?
Definitely, yeah. Knowing that Edinburgh was going to be the host city, you can look across both the old town and the new town, and you'll find that kind of archway motif in loads of different places. So it seemed like a really appropriate type of motif to use for Edinburgh. And the material as well, the awards are made from Jesmonite, and that gives a kind of cold stone feel and texture to the awards. And I feel like that could hark back to some of the more posh bits of Edinburgh.
One of the things that I think is really striking about the design, and I doubt it's something that someone who didn't have an architecture background might put into the design, is that you've got the archway that goes through the middle, and then you have another more shallow arch at the side. Don't know whether we can pick up on that on the camera or not. And then you've got these notches that you've put in place for this award to be something that people can have on the mantelpiece as a decorative object, but also something that they can put candles into and perhaps have as the centerpiece for a dinner table. And it's one of the things that I really, really liked about it. I felt that the concept that you came up with really ties into what's happening now and the need for celebrating people's talent and their hard work. And I also couldn't help but imagine that when things are better and we can imagine these sort of better days ahead, that the bands could, get together, pull this down from the mantelpiece, put the candles in and enjoy, toast one another and enjoy a nice meal together.
Yeah, definitely. I think the fact that it has a dual purpose is really nice. I think yes, it is a celebration of the artist's achievements now, but it also kind of gives a bit of hope in the future that, we will be able to have nice dinners together and celebrate, because, there's a lot of talent in Scotland, and it should be, there should be a massive party to celebrate people's achievements in the arts.
Excellent stuff there. Let's hear it for the winner of the SAY Design Commission, Reka Barry. Round of applause, I think.
Okay, it is time for some more live music. Kapil Seshasayee is a polymath and a genuine original talent, both as a songwriter and as a musician. He often conjures Scott Walker, Blood Orange, FKA Twigs and Richard Dawson, and he fuses electronica with Indian classical guitar ornamentation and experimental rock. He is awesome. From your living rooms, kitchens and wherever else you are across the globe, let us show our appreciation for the extraordinary Kapil Seshasayee.
Good evening, my name's Kapil Seshasayee and this is my band. We're about to play few tunes from my upcoming album Lal, which will hopefully be out later next year. It's a concept album about the influence of the Bollywood film industry, and I'll be exploring themes of casteism, nationalism, misogyny, a lot of really important topics that are far-reaching and need a lot of discussion right now but aren't getting enough light shone on them. The first song we're going to play is called The Gharial, and I'm chatting through a lot of themes of nationalism as they relate to Bollywood period films. Cheers. The final page, another telling of a speech I gave, only ever in a pen to play alone. Well, consider it done. I desire to redesign all my words. Now instead of any purpose and see, note that you and I beholden to me. contact came alone. And it's the tones of the red, feasting upon it, dying late. Lesser to a hair that should be one, lesser to an eye that should be. I know better than a valentine my once. I know better than a valentine. Stage that your faith instructs, rest to better interrupt my thoughts. A sign of things to come, reconsider your tone. I desire to redesign all my words. Now instead of any perverse conceit, note that you and I beholden to me. Ain't the very thing you become. Gauge what other contact came alone. And it's the tones of the red, feasting upon it, dying late. Lesser to an eye that should be one, lesser to an eye that should be. I know better than a valentine my once. I know better than a valentine my once. I know better than a valentine my once. This section's called The Item Girl. It's about misogyny and it's influenced by a really problematic film trope in Bollywood. I hear you watch with every death decree. You're still afraid of red, yellow, and blue. Lie on Hilltop by the knee. Price of all time will be relieved. Sound empty static, no line to break. No one stand, not objected to. All the session suddenly seem to better. Right now, better in the acts of you. I only made in relation to the underpinnings of an act. To read the trappings of an item girl. I know it's doing your basic. Nothing twisting, emblematic, beneath us to evade. Understand, this is not a platter show. The coercion of repeat information. What could remedy an attitude? I only met in relation to the other things of an act. Not soon breathe for other trappings of an item girl. I know I'm doing your basic, yeah. This next song's called The Pink Mirror, and it's named for a really important film by queer Indian filmmaker Sridhar Rangayan. These last two songs we're going to play are both centered around a really underreported human rights crisis known as the Indian caste system. I wrote a whole album about this as my debut, A Sacred Boar. I'll be playing a song off that called Exemption Hum that we'll be closing on, and before that we'll be playing a song about casteism in Bollywood called I Whitewash the Old West. Look out for that coming out next year. I've been Kapil Seshasayee, this has been my band. Cheers again for listening.
Please put your hands together for the incredible polymath that is Kapil Seshasayee. You can follow Kapil on socials at the Desi Futurist, and we're very much looking forward to hearing more music from him in the future. We're now going to take a 5-minute break, so as always, please keep the conversation going online using hashtag SAY Award and tagging us at SAY Award. We'll be back shortly to celebrate the first 5 albums on the SAY Award Shortlist. See you soon.
Welcome back to the Scottish Album of the Year Award. There's plenty more to come before we make the big announcement, and now it's time to celebrate the first 5 albums on our shortlist. Blank Mass, Animated Violence, Mild. As Blank Mass, Benjamin John Power takes the anthemic melodies and heroic doses of noise that he pioneered with fuck buttons, and he takes them in directions that are thrilling, surprising and thought-provoking. Animated Violence Mild was written in 2018 and 2019 at Blank Mass's studio outside of Edinburgh. It's the diary of a year of work steeped in honing craft, self-discovery and grief.
I just absolutely loved this record. I wasn't familiar with Blank Mass until listening to this album, although I'd been aware of the project and had maybe some preconceptions about what I was going to be hearing, and it wasn't this at all. So I was amazingly surprised and blown away. It's surprisingly melodic, like you've got this like relentless wall of industrial sound throughout, but it's also really danceable. There's like happy hardcore influences in there as well, and it's actually quite an upbeat and optimistic sound, like a surprisingly so in some ways, and I just found it just amazing. I just thought it's like industrial like metal, like combined with like really dancey like electronica. It's a mad sound, but a completely brilliant one, and I was just absolutely thrilled to be introduced to it. I really love this album.
And please welcome to the stage right now, Ben, who is Blank Mass. Massive congratulations, Ben. Would you like to say a couple of words?
Thank you so much for, considering me for this. It seems like this kind of thing doesn't usually happen to me, so it's kind of crazy. There must be a lot of weirdos around still, which is good. I'm just very honoured and thankful to be part of this year.
Thank you very much. Blank
Huge
Mass.
Congratulations, awesome. Blank Mass. Bossy Love, Me and You.
Glasgow-based enigmatic alt-pop duo Bossy Love released their highly anticipated debut album, Me and You, in November last year amidst a storm of critical acclaim. Having performed at the SAY Award ceremony back in 2017, Me and You sees Bossy Love develop their style further and deliver a candid and confessional, slick pop production.
I loved the Bossy Love record because I found it instantly danceable. I knew if I play it when I DJ, people will instantly get busy on the dance floor and feel happy and feel energized and feel that injection of positive energy that comes into you when you hear music that really drives your passion. So I really enjoyed the record. The lyrics are fantastic, the vocals are fantastic, and the beats and everything just really full of energy and joy.
It's true.
Now, unfortunately, Amanda from the band can't be here with us tonight, but she has kindly sent us this video message.
Being shortlisted for the SAY Award is such an incredible moment, and I'm super chuffed that our album is, mentioned alongside such brilliant talent from Scotland. This year's shortlist is super strong, so yeah, to even be in there amongst it is crazy to me, and super chuffed. I guess along with it being an acknowledgement of our work, being shortlisted also means that a light is being shone on the album, and that we are maybe able to reach and connect with a larger and different audience than we were before, because maybe we're reaching people now that were not aware of us or aware of the record before landing on the shortlist. So that's also awesome.
It's true.
What an amazing message. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for that message, Amanda. Luckily, the other half of Bossy Love is able to be here and to collect their shortlist prize. I'm delighted to welcome to the stage John Bailey Jr.
Kisses blown. Huge congratulations. Enjoy your trophy, John Bailey Jr.
Very much.
And would you like to say a few words on behalf of the mighty Bossy Love?
Thanks. It's like a weapon.
Don't use it that way, please.
For us, the SAY Award is the only award that I can think of that's purely about the music in a vacuum. And I think most other awards in some way are like a sort of popularity contest, which at this point is how good you are on social media or gaming algorithms or whatever. So our ethos from the beginning has been to like double down on the record and be as kind of honest as we possibly can. And so this is just like amazing to be up here. Amanda's not here. She's in COVID exile, which means I get to big her up because she's not here. She is like absolutely amazing, and I don't know anybody else who's so willing to burn up their stuff in real time. And if you watch the title track video, you can see that's not someone posing, that's someone really doing it. And so thanks to her. The album couldn't have been made without Creative Scotland and a long list of people, including Sophie Glynn, Ollie Cox, and Ross McGowan. Helped a lot as well. And yeah, thanks very much. It's amazing. Cheers.
Congratulations, Bossy Love.
Callum Easter, Here or Nowhere. Dunbar-born Callum Easter's dark poetic vision finds its most compelling form to date on Here or Nowhere. Written, performed and recorded and mastered by Callum himself, Here or Nowhere won this year's online public vote, and it earned a well-deserved place on the shortlist. The album presents a sparse, stark, deeply personal clutch of retro-futuristic songs.
Hello, I'm Edith Bowman. Callum Easter, Here or Nowhere, I think is a brilliant piece of work. Knowing that Callum's pretty much done everything on this record, you really feel it when you listen to it. It's an incredibly personal record, and I think that I can relate so much to the narrative that he's telling as part of this brilliant musical journey. I love the melodicness of it. I love his delivery of it. I think that it's a fantastic, as a whole piece of work, it's just pristine. You better fall in love, 6 in the morning, sun coming out, with the waves crashing in. You better fall in love. You better fall in love.
Let's welcome Callum on stage right now to receive his awards.
10 years together, between you and I, you might fall in love.
Do you want to say a few words, Callum?
Thanks for this. Great to win the public vote, means a lot, and all the best. Cheers.
The brilliant Callum Easter.
10 years together, between you and I, you might fall in love.
Cloth and Cloth. Hauntingly sparse, yet sonically grandiose, Cloth are masters of minimalism and weave a gentle spell recounting tales of lost friendships and melancholic reverie across their self-titled debut, which was released on the excellent Last Night from Glasgow label.
I'd like to talk a little bit about Cloth. I thought that the self-titled debut from this Glasgow trio was a very confident release, and the judges also felt that. It's a straight-up, no-nonsense, very seamless mix of dream-like indie with electronic synth and gorgeous, mysterious vocals from Rachel Swinton. The standout track for me was Demo Song. It has indie classic written all over it. The album flows really well, and if this is just a debut, then it's a really great sign of what else is to come. Best of luck, Cloth. You've put out a very enjoyable record.
Let's welcome to the stage the glorious Cloth. Huge congratulations, Cloth. Would you like to say a few words while you're here with us?
We're absolutely delighted to be here collecting our Shortlist award for the Scottish Album of the Year. It's an incredible thing that's happened to us and 9 other amazing artists from Scotland. It just feels like a great privilege to be in amongst such a strong group. We'd like to say a thank you to the team at LNFG, Derek O'Neill, who mixed the record, our good friends Jamie Johnson, who did our artwork, and Erin McKenzie. Without their support, I don't think the record would have been made, so thanks a lot to them and to the SAY Award for shining a light on great Scottish music.
Congratulations, Cloth.
Comfort, not passing. An exceptional sibling duo from Glasgow, Comfort makes genre-defying protest music for the modern age. Not Passing is their debut album. Comfort's music takes strength from vulnerability and delivers joy from rage, presenting a queer critique of societal norms. Unashamed, direct, no nonsense, and brutally honest, their music is minimal in construction, yet maximal in energy.
record not passing, I am so glad to see it on the shortlist for the Scottish Album of the Year Awards. It is an uncompromising, aggressive, in-your-face, passionate record. It reminds me of like early Fugazi, and some of the lyricism in that record it's not something you hear too often, and it is from lived experience. It's just the emotion pours out of both the music and the lyrics, and I'm glad to see some of those themes being covered and reflected in the Album of the Year Award. It's a brilliant record, definitely worth your time if you've not checked it out. Promises to Heal Divisions is lyrically a brilliant track, one of my favourite on the record. Go and enjoy.
They don't know if it's okay to fancy me, so come on, whatever in me. I don't know what makes a big time interesting. My fault, nothing at all. My body should always be.
And please welcome to the stage right now, Comforts.
They don't know if it's okay to let me be, so come on, whatever in me. I don't know what makes a big thing get a say goodbye.
Yes, there's your award. Please say a few words.
What camera am I looking into? That's quite a lot, isn't it? Cheers to SAY Award for this. We'd like to thank Vela, Clara and Jess for living with us while we wrote these tunes, putting up with a racket in my bedroom, and thanks to the neighbours as well. No idea what their names are, but cheers. Most importantly, I'd like to say that the Scottish Government needs to reform the Gender Recognition Act and make it more accessible for trans people, and to allow us to self-ID, and it's absolutely abhorrent that non-binary and non-gender conforming people cannot change their passports to reflect who they are and cannot be legally recognised. Cheers.
Here, huge
Comforts.
congratulations. Comfort.
Congratulations.
Brilliant.
They don't know if it's okay to let me be, so come on, whatever in.
And that's the first 5 albums on this year's shortlist. Please give them a virtual round of applause, all of them. We'll soon celebrate the 5 remaining albums, but first, it's time for some more great live music.
Yes, we are delighted to introduce our third showcasing act of the evening. Happy Spendy are a DIY pop band from Glasgow. Having formed back in 2017, the synth pop purveyors of feel-good sad songs joined the Lost Map Records roster last year. They released a compilation album gathering together all 3 of Happy Spendy's EPs to date on limited edition vinyl. That was back in June. It is marvellous. Please raise your glasses and maybe even your roofs for the wonderful Happy Spendy.
Wanna see you the way you see. Say you believe in me. I wanna see you, I just wanna see you. I love you the way you love me. Come on, baby, one and only. I just wanna be alone. I just wanna be, I wanna be alone. I love you the way you love me. Come on, baby, one and only. I just wanna be alone. I just wanna be, I wanna be alone.
Woo! Thank you. We are a wee band called Happy Spendy. As you can see here on our wee screen behind us. First screen, so great news, you know. Hopefully we'll have one now at every gig. We're going to play a few songs. I'm just very excited to be out of the house here, so excuse the energy. This wee song's called Flex. Let's go for it.
Tell me what I like. Tell me what I like to see. Give it to me straight. Tell me what you think I should do. You seem to think you're right. Everybody says, oh, there is no way that we can just be friends. It'll never work, we'll fuck it in the end. Take your time, I throw my mind on her body. Show me who to be. To work, work, to work, work, work my body. For everyone to see. Don't work, work, won't work, work. I just don't want your body. So won't you flex your muscles, show me what to look at. Your muscles show me what they're talking about. I'm not sure what all the fuss is about. I can't see what all the fuss is for. And everybody knows the reason. Watch me sweat for no reason. I'm told to, supposed to like your body. So won't you flex your muscles, show me what to look at. Your muscles show me what they're talking about. I'm not sure what all the fuss is about. I can't see what all the fuss is for. Flex your muscles, show me what to look at. Your muscles show me what they're talking about. I'm not sure what all the fuss is about. I can't see what all the fuss is for.
Got a wee clapper on here, so thank you. Yow. Also a zap button, which is quite fun. Okay, this song is called Feelings 2. It was originally Feelings 1 and then I redid it, so there you go. Bit of inside trivia for you. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not been a long time, but it feels that way sometimes. It was all a bit of a rush. Saying goodbye is no fun. It was all a bit too much for all of us. It's just been one of those days all week, all year, for 2 years now. I'll remember you. I'll remember Thank you. Woo! Yeehaw! God, you don't realize how good clapping is till it goes away. God, profound. Hey, thanks so much for having us here at the SAY Scottish Album of the Year Award. At SAY Award, it's so buzzing to be here, not only as an excuse to leave the house, but it's also class. Class. It's just class. See everybody. See the name, play some tunes. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. This one's called Holy Smokes. And what if you didn't die? And you were still here by my side? You'd help me get the help I need, but I wouldn't need the help I need if you were still here with me, here with me. Just need a break for a while. I just need a break sometimes. I know that everybody hates it when I talk about the thing that makes me cry. Cry, but I just need a break for a while. I just need a break sometimes. just need a break this one time. I just want you to know that I see the pity swimming in your eyes. Your eyes. So give me a break. Just give me a break. Just give me a break. Just give me a break.
A lovely set there from Happy Spendy. You can find them at Happy Spendy on social media, and you can bag yourself their wonderful compilation, You're Doing Okay, from the Lost Map website. Now, as we edge ever closer to this year's big reveal, we're taking another 5-minute break before we explore the SAY Awards' 5 remaining shortlisted albums. As always, keep that conversation going on socials using hashtag SAY Award and tagging us at SAY Award. And let us know which album you think deserves to walk away with the coveted title of Scottish Album of the Year, as well as that £20,000 first prize. See you in 5.
Welcome back to the Scottish Album of the Year Award. It is now time to celebrate the final 5 albums on the shortlist. Then we're going to have our last showcase performance of the night from Glasgow's VLURE, and then we will have the announcement of 2020's Scottish Album of the Year.
Declan Welsh and the Decadent West. Cheaply bought, expensively sold. Recorded at Glasgow's 7 West Studios, Cheaply Bought, Expensively Sold is the debut album by Declan Welsh and the Decadent West. It affirms the message that politics are always personal, and along with his band, the Decadent West, Declan is here to use his brand of vibrant indie rock and roll as a catalyst for hope and for change.
In some respects, there's a loss of trust in a classic indie record now. We have gone years without having indie records that have really cut through and hit home in a big way. But I think Declan Welsh and the Decadent West, Cheaply Bought, Expensively Sold, does that to the absolute T. There are raging indie records on this that perfectly depict what it's like to be young in Scotland. There's not many albums that can do that. From the enjoyment of being young, to partying at a club, going to house parties, the experiences that young people have there, to actually the kind of disillusion of being young as well, and struggles and pushbacks that young people face every single day to actually try and make it in this world. It depicts it perfectly, and lyrically, although not like for like, certainly reminds me of when I heard the first Arctic Monkeys album for the very first time. Immediately felt connected to it. Declan is singing to me and about the experiences that I have gone through. And for me, it's a phenomenal indie record.
Let's welcome the excellent Declan Welsh to the stage.
Because at this very moment we have everything to gain.
Welcome.
By standing
Massive, massive congratulations, Declan Welsh, the Decadent West. There is a trophy awaiting you. Would you like to say a few words?
It's really nice to be in the top 10 for this. It's pretty humbling. It's a cool place to be, especially among the other artists. I think that particularly marrying the sort of indie rock and politics thing, it doesn't go together that much, and we are quite pleased that it's had the reception that it has. I think in terms of who we need to thank for the album, like Laura did the artwork, obviously Murray, there was only space for 3 people on stage, and Murray valiantly, as drummers do with the least ego in a band, offered to sit this one out. So him and Jamie and Chris Marshall at 7 West really were important in bringing it together. But I mean, what do you say? Like, it's just a really nice thing to know that people are connecting with the tunes, and more than this, and this, as nice as this is, and it's really cool, whoever did this has done a very good job. To know that there's people out there who are connecting with the tunes is the most important thing, and the only thing that really matters. So we are delighted to be here, but we are always in debt to the people who listen to our music.
Declan Welsh and the Decadent West, congratulations.
at this very moment we have everything to gain.
Erland Cooper, Sewell Skerry. Sewell Skerry is the second album in a glorious triple header by Orkney-born composer and multi-instrumentalist Erland Cooper. Having performed at the SAY Award ceremony way back in 2018, this year Erland earned a coveted spot on the SAY Award shortlist with a truly captivating album. It's inspired by the coast, and he describes it as a nautical map, something to refer back to when you get lost at sea.
Sewell Skerry from Erland Cooper is poetry to me. It's a record about the earth, the sea, and our relationship with the outside world. This album reminds me how precious and fragile the planet is. Listening to this album took me on a journey. I fell instantly in love with Alan Cooper's compositions. I came across different emotions from melancholy to joy and hope. When listening to Soul's Carry, I am traveling. I can see the Scottish lands, the coast, the sea and the nature around me. It takes me to magical places. I've never heard about Cooper before being part of this jury. I discovered that this album was part of a trilogy, and I'm looking forward to listening to the next album.
Welcome to the stage, Erlen Cooper.
Welcome.
Good to see you. Say a few words and grab your award as well.
Oh, wow. Gosh, that is... So we put candles in there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. This is very surreal for me. I recall playing... to the loudest audience, I played the quietest song to the loudest baying mob. And I remember Catherine Joseph heckling me, so this is for her. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erlen.
Oh, Erlen
Brilliant.
Cooper.
Congratulations. Erlen Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. The Ninth Wave Infancy, from explorations of self-torment and paranoia to not being accepted by society, infancy holds up a mirror to the darkest facets of living in the modern world. The Ninth Wave's uncompromising message is delivered within a cocoon of gargantuan, electrifying post-punk.
If I was going to pick one album on the list that was going to be my Scottish Album of the Year, it would be Infancy by the Ninth Wave. I think it perfectly encapsulates what a lot of the albums on the shortlist do themselves, but within one record. For starters, there are choruses that could not only fill a stadium, but 5, 6, 7, hundreds of stadiums many times over. They are massive. And the album's split into 2 parts, and I think that's a really important thing for the narrative of the record as well. The first part is embedded in these industrial synths. They are dark and imposing, and they really kind of almost try and take over what the album is all about in the first part. And then as we go into the second half of the record, that's when the guitars start to bleed through. And actually, that's when a bit of defiance comes across in the record. The defiance is what ends up defining this album. That as young people and the difficulties that we face and the hardships that come in front of us, we can get over them by being strong. And that's the feeling that I get from the second half of the record. It's 2 stories in one. It encapsulates every single album on this list. And as I said before, it would be my winner for Scottish Album of the Year.
Let's welcome to the stage the mighty Ninth Wave. Huge congratulations, the Ninth Wave. Would you like to say a few words and of course collect that gorgeous trophy?
Yeah, thank you so much to everybody thank you to the SAY Award for shortlisting us. Thank you to Hamish and Rosie and all the team at Kingdom for keeping our lives in check, and for Dan and Phil, Alan and Caesar for making our album sound so beautiful. It couldn't be done without you all. So thank you.
Congratulations, big up the Ninth Wave!
Nova Re-Up. DIY is embedded within the DNA of Re-Up, as Nova offers her brilliant and unfiltered truth on clubs, crime, afters, getting money and self-growth. Bassy Trap sits side by side with lo-fi hip-hop and heavy grime, with input from a wide range of local producers, all based in Scotland. Nova is a rap artist unafraid to challenge stereotypes and to annihilate assumptions.
Where will you go after the show? Got my highlight on glow and them man don't know. Bear man are moving booky, don't wanna get fruity, but after the club, them man wanna choose me.
Re-Up by Nova is one of my absolute favourite albums this year. I think she has worked with some amazing musicians as well as being an incredible musician herself. I think this album really gets to what it means to be a DIY artist. I think it's just extraordinary and beautifully constructed, and you know, every song also has a really important message as well, and that comes through Nova's brilliant lyrics. I'd love to see more grime and R&B in Scotland getting the love it deserves, because it's a beautiful scene. And yeah, big up Nova.
Got them hypnotized eyes with a flick of the wrist. Whoa, look at the races meaty like Bisto. We got his chains on him. See the way he drip, oh jewelry all on. I clock him like a klepto.
Now, unfortunately, Nova can't be here with us tonight, but she has kindly sent us this video message.
Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up trees, rolling up trees, rolling up. This is Nova Scotia The Truth. Reaching the SAY Award Shortlist this year has been a kind of glimmer of hope in a year that has, you know, really changed everybody's lives. Firstly, I want to thank the SAY Award for just giving me this opportunity and showing me the recognition. So thank you to everyone who's involved in the selection process, and that's been great. Also, I'd like to thank all the producers that helped provide instrumentals for the album for Re-Up. So that is $1,000 Wallet, Inky, Evil Medved, AJM, T Morgan and Cameo. I'd like to thank my manager Soph and the whole Fuse agency for, you know, always working tirelessly to support my endeavours. I'd like to thank Rote, who creatively directed the music video for the track 30 Mins. I'd like to thank Rosalind Srinivas, who helped make the artwork for the album. She's a great illustrator. Of course, my family, my parents, all four of them, my grandparents, my siblings, my aunts and uncles, everyone who's contributed to my inspiration as an artist. And just in general, anyone who's ever shown support for my music, whether that is giving me an opportunity, giving me a gig, giving me a feature in press, sharing my stuff, and just all of it. So thank you so much. Keeps the heart. If a G flirts, lose her, leave her part, and she'll be curt. I stay silent.
And here to collect Nova's Shortlist Prize, we are delighted to welcome Soph of the absolutely mighty Vaj Power. Welcome, Soph.
Oh, babe, I will abstain. I won't let a line lay. Turn up, rock up. No ifs, no buts in the cup.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it's a shame Nova is not here, but yeah, I'm excited to give her her prize. And yeah, massive thank you.
Oh, babe, I will abstain. I won't let a line lay. Turn up.
She and She. Last but certainly not least, She is the alias of Dundee-based Scottish-Portuguese artist and producer Sue Shaw. Her self-titled debut album is a sparse, evocative and atmospheric journey of introspection. It's also an exploration of identity that demonstrates her ability to capture movement, change and the light and darkness that haunt the human condition.
Say, Sarah, say, my heart when it
when music is able to touch you emotionally and at the same time keep you interested, giving you something new with every listen. I think that's actually all you can wish for in a record. That's what happened to me when listening to She's self-titled debut album. I really love this record. It helps me unwind and refocus at the same time. So I'm very grateful that it has been brought to my attention through the SAY Award long list. Thank you for a very, very beautiful record.
Let's welcome to the stage the incredible She. Massive congratulations. Sue, would you like to say a few words and pick up that wonderful looking trophy? It's all yours.
Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Vic. Wow. Thank you so much for this. When I started doing music full time, it felt like quite an impossible thing to be able to sustain in a way. And now when I think about people that are considering doing that now, how much harder it feels and how much more risk is involved. And to so many friends and artists and all the people that have been affected this year, what's so wonderful about this award is that it really recognizes the value of music and of art. And at a time when some of those things feel a little bit harder to do and to keep going, it's an award that has come at quite a crucial time, I think. And so thank you so much to all the people that were involved in the album. I think everyone that made something this year and released it will know that it's a little bit frightening sometimes to create something, put it out in the world. And so to be able to make an album and then to have it recognized on this platform is really a wonderful thing. And so thank you to the label, One Little Independent, who took a bit of a risk in releasing this record. And to all the other people that were involved, Robin Sutherland, who mixed the record, and Hiba Kadri, who mastered it, to Davey Miller, to Portis Wasp for the artwork, and Faye, and to everyone else. Thank you so much. Anyone also that picked up the record and listened and actually just spent any time with it and told someone about it, I'm so grateful for all of that support. So thank you again.
Congratulations, She.
And there we have it, the full rundown of this year's excellent SAY Award shortlist. Congratulations again to each of this year's shortlisted artists. Now, before we have our traditional recap on the 20 albums that made up this year's long list, and then announce this year's winner, of course, it is time for our final live performance of the night.
Yes, our final live act of the night is a Glasgow band who are known for their captivating and provocative stage presence. Their music today is being exclusively heard at live shows, and tonight we are delighted to bring this band's visceral energy straight into your living rooms. Let's hear it for VLURE.
SAY Awards. Hope you're having a good night. Well, let me say a massive thank you to everyone involved For having us here, it's a pleasure to play on a stage. We hope someday soon, somewhere, you can join us in a sweaty room. We're called VLURE, and we got one more song. Monday morning, when we wake, we fall and we hate. But Friday night, I'll be alright. Although I'm very tired. Another night, pretending you never know when you should stop. Don't stop. You lie before another friend, exchanging words, nothing to be said. And I'm dead.
What an incendiary set. Now you can check them out on socials at VLURE.GLA. And let's hear it again for the sensational VLURE. Now, before we announce the winner of this year's Scottish Album of the Year award, let's take some time to marvel at what a truly exceptional long list we were treated to in 2020.
Line leg, turn up, rock up, no ifs, no buts in the cut, just came from the club.
Nova, Re-Up. DIY is embedded within the DNA of Re-Up as Nova offers her unfiltered truth on clubs, grime, afters, getting money and self-growth. Nova is a rap artist unafraid to challenge stereotypes and annihilate assumptions, and this is her first SAY Award nomination.
Callum Easter, Here or Nowhere. Dunbar-born, Edinburgh-based Callum Easter's dark, poetic music finds its most compelling form yet on Here or Nowhere. Written, produced, recorded and even mastered by the self-taught musician himself, Here or Nowhere presents a sparse, deeply personal vision across a clutch of psychedelic, retro-futuristic songs.
Bossy Love, Me and You. Glasgow-based incendiary alt-pop duo Bossy Love released their highly anticipated debut album Me and You in November last year amidst a storm of critical acclaim. Having performed at the SAY Awards ceremony back in 2017, Me and You sees Bossy Love develop their style and deliver an emotionally candid and confessional, yet utterly anthemic pop production.
She is the alias of Dundee-based Scottish-Portuguese artist and producer Sue Shaw. Her self-titled debut album is a minimal, evocative and atmospheric journey through introspection and the exploration of identity. Using voice, guitar and electronics, the album demonstrates her ability to capture movement and meditation, the light and darkness that haunts the human mind.
The Ninth Wave, Infancy. From explorations of self-torment and paranoia to not being accepted by society, Infancy is at its core a mirror of the darkest facets of living in the modern age. The Ninth Wave's uncompromising message is delivered in a gargantuan, electrifying sonic style that can't be fully likened to anyone who's come before them, but it is wonderful.
Mescla, Shoot the Moon. Shoot the Moon is the stunning debut album from the Glasgow-based jazz fusion ensemble Mescla. Led by bass player David Bowden, the album effortlessly encompasses elements of jazz, funk, Latin and other global flavours, all combined with stunning musicianship, energetic rhythms and electrifying improvisation.
Lewis Capaldi, divinely uninspired to a hellish extent. The debut album by Blackburn's Lewis Capaldi went straight in at #1 in the UK official charts, and it recently passed an incredible 1 million UK sales. Someone You Loved hit #1 here and in the US, which is the first time a Scottish artist has done that in almost 40 years. What an incredible list of achievements, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, and a well-earned place on 2020's long list.
Cloth. Haunting, minimal, yet sonically grandiose and ambitious, Cloth are masters of subtlety and weave a gentle spell across their self-titled debut, recounting tales of lost friendships and melancholic reverie. Full of melodic and rhythmic twists and turns, the Glasgow and Borders-based trio showcase their unique vision across a superb collection of songs that wins over new followers with every listen.
Corrine Polwart's Scottish Songbook. In her first UK Top 40 album and marking her 5th SAY Award nomination, Corrine reimagines a clutch of beloved songs that cut across 50 years of Scottish pop. Described by Corrine as love songs to people and places we all recognise, the album encompasses 80s classics from Deacon Blue and the Waterboys, alongside the stadium balladry of Biffy Clyro, the electropop of Churches, and an absolute classic from the maverick legend Ivor Cutler.
Elephant Sessions, What Makes You. Long-listed for All We Have Now back in 2018, Elephant Sessions earn a place in this year's longlist for What Makes You, the third album from the award-winning indie folk quintet. Drawing upon influences from their Highland roots, as well as electronica, rock and funk, What Makes You is traditional music turned on its head, reinvented and remoulded into brand new shapes.
Free Love, extreme dance anthems. Back with their brand of expansive and psychedelic electronic manoeuvres, Free Love, formerly known as Happy Meals, earned their 4th SAY Award nomination for Extreme Dance Anthems. They describe it as the sound of cosmic seams running through Glasgow's underground, and the album comes with a warning sticker for use on large sound systems only.
Blank Mass, animated violence mild. As Blank Mass, Benjamin John Power takes the anthemic melodies and saturated noise he pioneered with the band Fuck Buttons. In many ways more immediate, but always thought-provoking, Animated Violence Mild was written throughout 2018 and 2019 at his home studio outside of Edinburgh. It's the diary of a year steeped in craftsmanship, self-discovery, and grief.
Honeyblood, In Plain Sight. Produced by John Congleton, who's worked with Angel Olsen and St Vincent, In Plain Sight is the third Honeyblood LP, and it marks a hat-trick of SAY Award nominations for Edinburgh-born Stina Tweeddale. In Plain Sight sees Honeyblood find her most steely focus and ambitious form yet, stepping forward and claiming the mantle of her project as her sole vision.
Declan Welsh and the Decadent West, Cheaply Bought, Expensively Sold. Cheaply Bought, Expensively Sold is the debut album by Declan Welsh and the Decadent West, confirming the message that politics are always personal. Alongside his band, the Decadent West, Welsh is here to use his music as a catalyst for hope and for change. Set this to the charged backbeats of life-affirming indie rock and roll, and the results are electric.
Erland Cooper, Seoul Scary. Seoul Scary is the third album in a triptych by Orkney-born contemporary composer and multi-instrumentalist Erland Cooper. Having performed at the SAY Award ceremony back in 2018, this year Erland joins the SAY Award longlist with a truly beautiful album inspired by the sea. He describes it as a nautical map, something to refer back to when you get lost at sea.
Comfort, not passing. The sibling duo from Glasgow make industrial protest music for the modern age, and Not Passing is their first SAY Award nomination. Comfort Sound takes strength from vulnerability and delivers joy from rage, presenting a queer critique of societal norms. Unashamed, direct and brutally honest, the album is percussive, noisy and absolutely no nonsense. This is the sound of revolution.
Fat Suit, Waifs and Strays. The follow-up to 2017's Scottish Jazz Album of the Year Atlas, Waifs and Strays is Fat Suit's most ambitious and expansive work to date. Recorded in Drygate Brewery in Glasgow over 4 days, it features the huge ensemble's signature blend of modern jazz, folk, electronica, rock, pop and everything in between.
Vistas, Everything Changes in the End. Produced by Rich Turvey in the summer of 2019, Everything Changes in the End is Vista's first SAY Award nomination and was written by lead singer Prentice Robertson. It charted at number 21 in the official album charts, which is no mean feat for a band who've worked tirelessly and done everything DIY. The album is passionate, anthemic and perfectly crafted, bringing their effervescent indie rock to a new, young audience.
Sacred Pause, Run Around the Sun. Having won the SAY Award in 2017 for their joyous debut Strike a Match, Sacred Pause's second album, Run Around the Sun, receives a well-earned place on the 2020 longlist. With shimmering guitar riffs dancing between snappy beats and swooning melodies, Run Around the Sun brims with upbeat reflections on growing up and on looking back.
Anna Meredith, Fibs. As the follow-up to Varmints, which won the SAY Award back in 2016, Fibs is a powerful, innovative, genre-bending album filled with off-kilter songs and roller coaster instrumentals. Further honing her craft and pushing creative boundaries, Anna Meredith has carved out a groundbreaking niche, effortlessly straddling contemporary classical, art pop, electronica, and experimental rock. What a superb collection of Scottish albums. You can learn more and listen to each and every one of them at sayawards.com.
The SAY Award is a genuine celebration of Scottish music, and that has never felt more true or more important than it does this year. With so much at risk, singing the praises of what we've got is vital, and we need to shout loudly and keep music in all of our lives at a time when we've never needed it more.
Well, the time has finally come to announce the winner of the 2020 Scottish Album of the Year Award. Each year, one of the best parts of the ceremony is the announcement of the winner. Seeing the artist's immediate reaction, hearing their acceptance speech, and having the whole venue celebrating with them when they realise they've won the SAY Award and the £20,000 prize that comes with it is a truly special moment.
Now, given the circumstances, trying to create this programme and to capture that moment has been challenging, to say the least. Usually, we exclusively announce our winner in a venue full of hundreds of music fans after the judges have sat there in a room debating the winner for hours. This year, it wasn't that simple. We had to film this programme over multiple days to ensure that the health and safety of everyone involved was taken into account. And that meant that we had to be creative in terms of how we revealed the news to this year's SAY Award winning artist, and also how we captured that initial reaction.
We filmed each of this year's shortlisted artists collecting their shortlist prize separately, having been allocated a time slot with only them and the crew in the building. When we filmed one of them, we gave them a surprise when we let them in on a secret.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. How are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm starting to get a bit better now, but I'm still not 100%.
Well, I have some good news for you, and you won Scottish SAY Award.
Can you just repeat that though?
You won the SAY Award.
Oh, babe, I will abstain. I'ma let a line live. Turn up, rock up, no ifs, no buts in the cup. Just came from the club for scrap.
Nova, can you hear me? Nova,
yeah,
can you hear me? It's Vic Galloway and Nicola Meighan here. We want to say a massive congratulations to you. And we're just wondering if you've got a few words that you'd like to share with everyone watching.
Wow, I'm just so happy. Like it is amazing news, and you know, even if I was able to attend, it would still be such amazing news. It's been such a difficult year for everyone, and this is just really just turning the year around, you know. It's just amazing. It's brilliant.
Listen, we are so thrilled, Nova. Massive congratulations. We're really missing you here at Summer Hall, but we couldn't be happier for you. Brilliant news, a stunning album. And unless we're going to see you in person, we're going to try now. Soph is going to give you your award virtually. Congratulations again, honestly.
Congratulations.
Turn up, rock up, no ifs, no buts in the cut. Just came from the club for scrap on the way.
Brilliant. It's wonderful.
Surely having coronavirus, that will cheer you up a little bit.
Absolutely. It's cured me almost.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we will party virtually with you later, Nova. Raise a glass to you and a brilliant, well-deserving album. Lovely to see you virtually. Hope to see you soon. Congratulations again, Scottish Album of the Year 2020, and rightly so. Nova, re-up.
Re-up, Nova. Congratulations.
Woo!
And look at that grin.
And rightly so, and that's just me, let alone Nova. Listen, my goodness, what a bash. Vic Galloway, Soph, it's been wonderful to have you along with us. What a surprise, and us keeping this a super, super brilliant secret. Very exciting. Thank you again, Soph.
Yes, 2020 has been one hell of a year so far, but we are delighted to have hosted the Scottish Album of the Year Awards for you online virtually this year. I would like to thank everyone in the long list, everyone on the short list, and of course our incredible winner, Re-Up by Nova. One more time, Nicola,
Honestly,
Meighan.
thrilled. What an album. Here's to Nova. Brilliant to have you all with us tonight. Here is to Nova, here's to Scottish albums, here's to Scottish music, here's to the SAY Award, here's to you for watching wherever you are, in your bedrooms, kitchens, cars, whatever. Not in cars, that's very dangerous. Scottish albums, cheers. Bye for now.
Yeah, bye. Thank you for watching. See you at a gig soon.
Where will you go after the show? Got my highlight on glow and them man don't know. Bare man are moving booky, don't wanna get fruity, but after the club them man wanna choose me. When I'm fresh off the stage, still on a high from the tracks that I played. Them night creatures, moving all bait. I will abstain, I won't let a line lay. Yo, it's 30 minutes after the show. Who's got the blow? I got my own crow, and I know where to go. It's that floor free, got my name on the list sorted. Got a perk up, man, I think I need a coffee. So that problem quick when I sniff your front door key. DJ work the hype, cause they ain't tryna bore me. Time to get haughty, cause this place is dork free. Got that tropical sweat like palm trees, talkie. Even like the after party, panic at the disco. Bodies bouncing hard to a remix of Cisco. Are you down to take a risk, ho? Got them hypnotized eyes with a flick of the wrist, whoa. Race is meaty like Bisto, we got his chains on him. See the way he drip, oh, jewelry all on. I clock him like a klepto, seems so icy when I'm lit off a script. Oh no, where will you go after the show? Got my highlight on glow and them man don't know. Bare man are moving booky, don't wanna get fruity, but after the club them man wanna choose me. When I'm fresh off the stage, still on a high from the tracks that I played. Them night creatures, moving all bait. I will abstain, I won't let a line lay. Turn up, rock up, no ifs, no buts in the cut. Just came from the club, saw a scrap on the way, but it got broke up. Vibe is heavy on the streets, cause they all coked up. I ain't got gangster duke on fingers. Fuck them gauge, you won't see me limber. Pair for the stage, just lemon and ginger. Phone one up, so turn off my ringer. Wanna take a picture with no pinger. You ain't eating, getting slimmer. Old and boring like a Zimmer. I won't let you in my bimmer. Where will you go after the show? Got my highlight on glow and the man don't know. Bare man are moving booky, don't wanna get fruity, but after the club them man wanna choose me. When I'm fresh off the stage, still on a high from the tracks that I played. Them night creatures, moving all bait. I will abstain, I won't let a line lay.